Hello friends, I am back to continue our session on chemical changes and reactions. In the earlier session we had completed this topic, that is the chemical changes and reactions. We had discussed the different types of reactions like direct combination, decomposition, displacement, then double decomposition, and also we had seen the uses of the precipitation and the neutralization reactions, and last part, that was energy changes in chemical reactions. Okay. Now today we are going to discuss the practice exercise and the revision assignment from the Anish tutorial textbook. So you should have your Anish tutorial chemistry textbook handy with you, so you can write down the answers in the textbook itself. Okay. So we'll start with the practice exercise. You have to open to page 48 of the practice exercise. Okay. Now we'll start with the first question. Give an example of a reaction where the following are involved. So first is heat. So the reaction is 2 Pb3O4 on heating gives you 6 PbO plus O2. You can write any other reaction also if you want. Light, H2 plus Cl2 gives 2 HCl in presence of diffuse sunlight. Electricity, 2 H2 acidified in presence of electric current, 2 H2 plus O2. Close contact, mercury chloride HgCl2 plus 2 Ki gives mercuric iodide HgI2 plus 2 KCl. This is a scarlet colored compound, is HgI2. Then in solution, any precipitation reaction, BaCl2 plus Na2SO4 gives 2 NaCl plus BaSO4. Downward arrow means precipitate. This is a white color precipitate. Pressure, this is N2 plus 3H2 in presence of 200 to 900 atmosphere pressure will give 2 NH3 plus heat. Iron is the catalyst here. Then next catalyst, 4 NH3 plus 5 O2 in presence of platinum 800, 4 NO plus 6 H2O. Yes, for catalyst you can even write this earlier reaction, Haber's process. So you have to mention iron as the catalyst. Okay. Now next question is, give an example of each of the following chemical changes. First, a photochemical reaction involving silver salt. So 2 AgCl in sunlight will give 2 Ag plus Cl2. Water is our photosynthesis reaction. 6 CO2 plus 12 H2O in presence of chlorophyll and sunlight will give you C6H12O6 plus 6 O2 plus 6 H2O. Okay, this is an important reaction, photosynthesis. Then a reaction involving a blue solution, copper sulfate is blue in color. So copper sulfate plus 2 NaOH gives you Na2SO4 plus CuOH whole twice. This is a pale blue precipitate. Now for this you can even write action of heat on copper nitrate because that is also blue in color. Formation of a dirty green precipitate, FeSO4 plus 2 NaOH will give Na2SO4 plus FeOH whole twice. This is the dirty green precipitate. Then next, two gases combine to form a white solid. Now this is important, NH3 plus HCl will give NH4Cl. Both NH3 and HCl are gases, ammonium chloride dense white fumes is solid. Then fourth is a reaction where color change is noticed. Now this is same as this here in question 3. So you can write the same reaction. So I will mention it here. Directly you can write from here, color change is noticed. So 2 CuNO3 whole twice on heating will give you 2 CuO. This is blue and here you have to write below this black plus 4 NO2 plus O2. Okay. Now question 3, gas is evolved. So CaCO3 plus 2 HCl will give CaCl2 plus H2O plus CO2. So gas evolved is carbon dioxide. This we already saw. Precipitate formation, PbNO3 twice plus 2 NaCl will give you 2 NaNO3 plus PbCl2. This is a white color precipitate. Physical state is changed. Two gases, NH3 plus HCl will give you NH4Cl. This is a solid. Okay. Now moving to the next question here. State the type of reactions for each of the following represent and balance the ones that are not balanced. Okay. So against the reaction you just have to write the type of reaction. So first is Cl2 plus 2 KBr gives 2 KCl plus Br2. So chlorine is replacing bromine from its solution. So it's a displacement reaction. Okay. Now here iron is displacing copper from copper sulfate. So also this is a displacement reaction. Next 2HgO giving you 2Hg plus O2. Now purposely heat won't be written here. You have to remember this. Okay. This is a thermal decomposition reaction. Then next PbO2 plus SO2. Two reactants giving you single product. So direct combination reaction. Next is AgNO3 plus NaCl gives AgCl plus NaNO3. Now this AgCl is the curdy white precipitate, you should remember that. So it is a double decomposition. In bracket you have to mention precipitation. Okay, so double decomposition bracket precipitation reaction. This is 2 KClO3 giving 2 KCl plus 3O2. This is also thermal decomposition reaction. Only thing you have to remember here that this particular reaction is very slow. So it requires a catalyst like manganese dioxide. Okay. Next is hydrogen peroxide. In presence of sunlight this will take place, gives 2H2O plus O2. So this is a photochemical decomposition. Okay. KNO3 plus H2SO4 giving you HNO3 plus KHSO4. This is a double decomposition reaction. Now this CuO plus H2 giving Cu plus H2O. Now this you have to remember, this type we haven't done, we will be discussing this in hydrogen chapter. This is a redox reaction, means oxidation and reduction is taking place simultaneously in this reaction. We will discuss this in the subsequent chapter. Now this CaCO3 giving CaO plus CO2 will be thermal decomposition, and NH4Cl giving NH3 plus HCl. This is a thermal dissociation reaction because this is actually a reversible reaction. Now purposely reversible is not indicated here, so that you have to identify it as a thermal dissociation reaction. Okay, is it clear? Now next question is, state the main characteristics of a chemical reaction, give at least one example in each case. Now this is your homework, question 5 is homework, please mark. Now the answer you will find in the same textbook, question 3 page 30. So you have to write the 5 different characteristics of the reaction, that is formation of precipitate, liberation of a gas, change in color, all that, and one example for each you will write. Okay. So this question 5 and question 6 is your homework. Exothermic and endothermic, give 5 stars, very very important, and you have to give 2 examples in each case. So that is on page 44. So these 2 is your homework. Now next is complete and balance the following reactions. So first is NaCl plus AgNO3. So it will give you NaNO3 plus AgCl. Again this curdy white precipitate. Okay, this is already balanced. Next PbNO3 whole twice plus 2 Ki will give you 2 KNO3 plus PbI2. This is yellow in color. Lead iodide is a yellow precipitate. Then CuCO3 on heating will give you CuO plus CO2. 2 PbNO3 whole twice on heating will give you 2 PbO plus 4 NO2 plus O2. Okay, this is all very important reactions, always asked. 4 NH3 plus 5 O2. Now this platinum is shown. So this reaction is called as catalytic oxidation of ammonia. Platinum is the catalyst. At 800 degrees will give you 4 NO plus 6 H2O. Okay, clear? Now next is, what do you observe when? First lead nitrate is heated. Now this you have already done for homework. I had given you homework in the first session. That is, it decrepitates, forms smaller crystals, and a buff yellow residue litharge is formed, yes, which fuses with glass and stains the test tube yellow along with reddish brown fumes of NO2. Okay, so this you have already written. Next is chlorine water is exposed to sunlight. So when you expose it to sunlight, you will get a colorless, odorless gas which will rekindle a glowing splinter. So gas is oxygen. Hydrogen peroxide is exposed to sunlight. Same observation. You will get a colorless, odorless gas which rekindles a glowing splinter, means oxygen is liberated, and along with that water is formed. Hydrogen sulfide is passed through copper sulfate solution. So here you will say that the blue solution will turn into a black solution of copper sulfide. Yes, copper sulfide will be formed which is black in color. And the last one, barium chloride is added to sodium sulfate solution. You will get a white precipitate of barium sulfate. Okay, now we will have a look at the next part. So that question 8 which we just discussed, I have written it down so that you can refer it properly. 8 was, you can write refer notes because you have done it once for homework. The B part, when chlorine water is exposed to sunlight, a colorless, odorless gas is liberated which rekindles a glowing splinter, gas being oxygen. Okay. Then next is when hydrogen peroxide is exposed to sunlight. Now same thing you will write again. That's why I put it in brackets here, curly brackets. So don't write same as above. You copy this entire thing again and then write along with the formation of water. Okay, is it clear? Then next one is The blue colored copper sulfate solution turns black due to the formation of black precipitate of copper sulfide. Okay, for state your observation, generally such questions are asked. And the last one, when barium chloride is added to sodium sulfate, a white precipitate of barium sulfate is observed. Okay, clear? So this was what we had already discussed. Now we'll have a look at the next part. Now continuing with our practice exercise, question 9 is name a carbonate which does not decompose on heating. So answer is sodium carbonate, or you can write potassium carbonate also, any one you have to write, but in words. Okay, this is important, give 5 stars. Nitrate which produces oxygen as the only gas, again it will be sodium nitrate or potassium nitrate. A compound which produces carbon dioxide on heating, here it will be calcium carbonate. Now here you cannot write sodium and potassium because they are stable to heat. Okay, so calcium carbonate. A nitrate which produces a brown gas on heating, lead nitrate. Now for this answer can be even copper nitrate also. Okay, so with that we complete the practice exercise. Now continuing with the revision assignment. Yes, it's on the same page, page 50 of the Anish tutorial book. Such type of questions only will be there in the test and in your school paper also. Name the gas evolved in each of the following cases. First, copper carbonate is heated strongly, so gas liberated is carbon dioxide. Copper nitrate is heated in a test tube, two gases are liberated, nitrogen dioxide and oxygen. Dilute sulfuric acid is added to sodium sulfide, sulfur dioxide gas. Dilute hydrochloric acid is added to calcium carbonate, carbon dioxide gas. Slaked lime reacts with ammonium chloride, ammonia. Nitrogen combines with hydrogen, again ammonia, this is a Haber's process. Nitrogen combines with oxygen, nitric oxide. Carbon combines with oxygen, carbon monoxide. Calcium carbonate is heated in a test tube, gas liberated carbon dioxide. Potassium nitrate is subjected to heat, oxygen. Sodium nitrate is subjected to heat, again oxygen. Action of heat on ammonium dichromate, this again is important for observations also. Gas liberated is nitrogen. The other products in this are chromic oxide and water. Yes, so you have to mention the gas only. Copper sulfate is heated strongly in a test tube, so sulfur dioxide and oxygen. Photochemical decomposition of silver chloride, chlorine. Photochemical decomposition of silver bromide, bromine. Hydrogen peroxide in presence of sunlight, oxygen. Zinc reacts with dilute sulfuric acid, gas liberated is hydrogen. All these are, this is our displacement reaction. Then next, iron reacts with dilute hydrochloric acid, hydrogen. Catalytic oxidation of ammonia, nitric oxide. And mercury carbonate is heated in a test tube, carbon dioxide and oxygen. Okay, so all these are with respect to name the gas liberated. Now continuing with the next question, fill in the blanks with the correct choices given in the brackets. Okay, chemical reaction in which heat is absorbed is known as dash reaction. So it's endothermic. When the heat is liberated, it is exothermic. So you can write here in the blank endothermic, or you can give a tick mark. Okay. Sulfur dioxide when added to water forms sulfurous acid. Calcium combines with nitrogen to form calcium nitride. Just make this correction, this extra O is there, it's nitride. But the correct answer is calcium nitride, Ca3N2. Carbonic acid is formed by the addition of carbon dioxide to water. Phosphorus pentoxide added to water forms dash, phosphoric acid. A soluble salt formed by direct combination is ferric chloride. If you remember, FeCl2 is formed by, yes, very good, displacement. Next, zinc is less reactive than aluminium. Aluminium is higher in the activity series. So zinc is less reactive than aluminium. Magnesium carbonate can be obtained by passing carbon dioxide over magnesium oxide. So when you react MgO and CO2, you will get MgCO3. Calcium oxide reacts with carbon dioxide gas to form calcium carbonate. And the last is dissolution of sulfur trioxide in water forms sulfuric acid. Okay, we'll have a look at the next part. Okay, now this next question, state your observations in case of the following. There are total 15 questions here. Now all these 15 are for homework. Yes. Now out of these, some you have already done, like this 1, 2, this the 6th one, 7th and the last one. You may have already done during regular or the homework I have given you, but still you will again Learn them and you will write in the space which is provided here. The answers to all these 15 you will find in the notes only. In this textbook itself, in the chemical changes and reactions chapter only, all the answers to these are there in form of question answer only. Okay. So you will refer there, learn it and then write in the space which is provided. Okay. So this is your homework for the next session. Now continuing with the next part. Write balanced chemical equations for the following. Okay, now there are total 25 here. All reactions are important. First is formation of sodium hydroxide. So Na2O plus H2O will form 2NaOH. Formation of an insoluble salt ZnS. Simple, Zn plus S gives ZnS. Formation of magnesium carbonate, MgO plus CO2 gives MgCO3. Calcium carbonate from calcium chloride, sorry. So you have to form CaCO3 using calcium chloride. So whenever you have to form that calcium carbonate, so you have to react one of the substances as a carbonate. So sodium and potassium are highly reactive, so safest to react them. So CaCl2 plus Na2CO3 will give you CaCO3 precipitate plus 2NaCl. Zinc carbonate from zinc nitrate, so zinc nitrate plus Na2CO3, ZnCO3 precipitate plus 2NaNO3. Lead chloride from lead nitrate. So PbNO3 twice plus 2NaCl will give you PbCl2 white precipitate plus 2NaNO3. Lead sulfate from lead nitrate, PbNO3 twice plus Na2SO4 will give you PbSO4 plus 2NaNO3. Then copper sulfate from copper oxide. So CuO plus H2SO4 will give you CuSO4 plus H2O. Next, lead nitrate from lead oxide, PbO plus 2HNO3 will give you PbNO3 whole twice plus H2O. Copper sulfate from copper hydroxide, so copper hydroxide plus sulfuric acid, copper sulfate plus 2H2O. Lead nitrate from lead hydroxide, PbOH whole twice plus 2HNO3 will give PbNO3 whole twice plus 2H2O. Production of ammonia, give 5 stars to this, very important. This is the Haber's process. N2 plus 3H2 reversible giving 2NH3 plus heat. 450 to 500 degrees Celsius is the temperature. 200 to 900 atmosphere pressure. Catalyst finely divided iron and promoter molybdenum. Okay, important reaction. Next, ferric chloride is added to sodium hydroxide. FeCl3 plus 3NaOH will give 3NaCl plus FeOH whole thrice, reddish brown precipitate. Reaction of iron with chlorine, 2Fe plus 3Cl2 gives 2FeCl3. Then formation of magnesium hydroxide, MgO plus H2O will give MgOH whole twice. Next, ferrous sulfate is added to sodium hydroxide. So FeSO4 plus 2NaOH will give you Na2SO4 plus FeOH whole twice. This is dirty green precipitate. This is repeated, 13th and 17th is the same. You can again write it, no problem. Practice makes a man perfect. So write it again. Okay, next, copper sulfate is added to sodium hydroxide. CuSO4 plus 2NaOH will give you Na2SO4 plus CuOH whole twice. Pale blue precipitate. Then action of heat on ammonium dichromate. Now this is very important. Sometimes for observation, sometimes for reaction. Yes, this is always asked. NH4 twice Cr2O7, orange in color, will give you green residue of Cr2O3 chromic oxide plus 4H2O plus N2. Lead nitrate is heated in a test tube. 2 PbNO3 whole twice on heating will give you 2 PbO plus 4NO2 plus O2. Next is zinc sulfate is added to sodium hydroxide. So ZnSO4 plus 2NaOH will give you Na2SO4 plus ZnOH whole twice. Magnesium is added to copper sulfate. So these are our displacement reactions. Mg plus CuSO4 will give you MgSO4 plus Cu. Copper nitrate is heated in a test tube. 2 CuNO3 whole twice on heating will give you 2 CuO plus 4NO2 plus O2. Then dilute sulfuric acid is added to sodium sulfite. Make the correction here, there is a printing mistake. It should be sodium sulfite. Na2SO3 plus H2SO4 will give you Na2SO4 plus H2O plus SO2. And the last one, dilute hydrochloric acid is added to calcium carbonate. So CaCO3 plus 2HCl will give you CaCl2 plus H2O plus CO2. Okay. So all reactions you have to practice by writing them properly. Okay, now we'll have a look at the next part. Okay, now next is E1. This is again your homework question. Define photochemical reaction with a suitable example. So this is your homework. Now next question is classify the following into their reaction types. Okay, so first reaction is 2CO plus O2 gives 2CO2. So it is a direct combination reaction. Then next BaCl2 plus Na2SO4 giving you 2 NaCl plus BaSO4. So this is your double decomposition reaction. In bracket you have to mention precipitation reaction. Okay. Then 2Al plus N2 will give you 2Aln, direct combination reaction. Then next is ZnSO4 plus NH4 twice CO3 giving you NH4 twice SO4 plus ZnCO3. This is also double decomposition bracket precipitation. This ZnCO3 is a precipitate. Then Fe plus H2SO4 giving you FeSO4 plus H2, displacement reaction. NH4OH plus HCl will give you NH4Cl plus H2O, double decomposition. This is neutralization reaction. 2Pb3O4 giving you 6PbO plus O2, thermal decomposition reaction. 3O2, now this is in presence of sunlight, gives ozone. This is again a photochemical reaction. Cl2 plus 2Ki gives 2KCl plus I2, displacement reaction. And 2Al plus 3CuSO4 giving you Al2SO4 thrice plus 3Cu, again a displacement reaction because aluminum is displacing copper from its aqueous solution. Okay, so displacement reaction. Clear? Now this next question, question 2, give an example of a reaction where the following are involved. See, this we have already discussed in the practice exercise. That was our first question. So you can write same as before, no need to again write it down. Heat, light, electricity, contact, solution, pressure, catalyst. We have done this in the practice exercise. So you can write refer notes. Yes. And the last question now, complete and balance the following reactions. Okay, so NaCl plus AgNO3 will give you NaNO3 plus AgCl, downward arrow, Kurdi white precipitate. Yes, very good. Remember this. PbNO3 twice plus 2Ki will give you 2KNO3 plus PbI2. This is a yellow precipitate. Okay, you can write below it. Okay, yellow. CuCO3 on heating will give you CuO plus CO2. This green in color and this is black. As far as possible, wherever color is involved, whenever you write the reaction also, you should mention the color at the bottom. Okay, 2PbNO3 whole twice. This is white in color. 2PbO. This is litharge, buff yellow. Okay, it has having a buff yellow color, plus 4NO2 reddish brown gas plus O2. And this particular reaction now, just see, this is 4NH3 plus 3O2. This is only heat sign is giving. Yes, giving 2N2 plus 6H2O. Now if you saw the earlier reaction where the reactants were the same, NH3 and O2, but there on the arrow platinum was written and 800. So when it is platinum and 800, products will be NO and H2O. But when only heat is given, it will be nitrogen and H2O. Okay, so that is the difference in the reactions. Okay, so now with that we complete the revision assignment as well as the practice exercises for chemical changes and reactions. So in the last session I had completed the chapter, the explanation part. Okay, today we have completed the practice exercise as well as the revision assignment. So you go through all these questions carefully and thoroughly. So when we meet in the Zoom session, which is scheduled I think on Monday, it will be intimated to you when the Zoom session is there. So that time you will ask me whatever doubts you have, and we will do a revision of both the chapter 1 as well as chapter 2, that is language of chemistry as well as chemical changes and reactions. Okay, so go through both the chapters thoroughly, and whatever doubts you have, whatever aspect you may have not understood, yes, during the video sessions, you can ask me during the Zoom sessions. Okay, so till then, happy studying and stay safe and healthy in the house. Thank you.